So, how long have the two of y'all been together? And how did the relationship come to be?
Okay, we've been together now for about 2 years.
Okay.
We met at a network dinner.
Okay.
And
What was the network dinner?
It was for Forest Bias Network.
Okay. The FUBU network.
Correct.
Okay.
I knew the owner very well, Roberto Evans, Rush, aka Rush, and I was going to do my own show called Shoot Your Shot, which was going to be a spin-off dating show based off of because I just came off of a dating show.
Right, you did.
And he also was at the network dinner because he was going to be doing his own show with his IBM crew, derived around his production, his touring, you name it, right? We're at this dinner. From the moment we met, we were inseparable. Like he shot his shot. He did his thing. He was shooting dice mainly on the casino floor in a hotel, and was like, "Who's that girl?" And he made Rush say, make sure you come here before you go to your other engagement. Because I had a prior engagement that I was going to after the network dinner, and.
Let me tell you how I got her.
Don't listen.
No. So basically, when I seen her, I grabbed her wrist and I said it's a little bit thicker than this, and then I didn't.
No, you didn't.
I swear to God, I did.
He's gonna have you laughing with jokes for days.
He too high to lie.
No.
But was I lying?
He ordered
He too high to lie.
So let me tell you, he was really slick. When he first met me, I was with my mom. I normally have my mom go with me to a lot of things, right?
Okay.
We're very close. And before the dinner started, we got there early, so they were setting things up. Instead of him offering to buy me a drink, he bought my mom a drink. He's like, "Would you like a drink?" And then he's like, "Oh, I'd love to buy, her a drink too." So he was real slick to get my mom's approval off jump. And she was like, "Oh, he's such a gentleman." Da, 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 da. I was like, "Okay." So he was already trying to plant seeds for his, he was preying on me. And we met at the club after that. And he was catering, made sure I was good, met me at the door, anything I needed. If anybody tried to get close to me, he would and I love that, he was just very attentive.
So from day one, you felt protected.
Protected, for sure.
Had any other man ever made you feel that way prior to him? No. So automatically, this was the difference.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Was that feeling of protection?
The feeling of protection, the feeling of persistence. Like he was not, he would message me, "Are you still coming? Are you still?" He was on it. He was on it.
So protection, consistency.
Absolutely.
And persistence.
Yes.
Okay. 2 years later, has anything changed?
Absolutely not.
No.
He's been like that from day one. He's always like that. When I wake up, if I walk to the bathroom, be careful, baby. He's always wanting to make sure that I'm good, wanting to make sure that I'm safe, always making sure that if there's anything that I need, he's there for me.
Our first date, I took her to a 5-star restaurant.
No, he took me to Denny's.
Okay. He took you to Denny's.
He took me to Denny's.
Okay. Well, different people have different definitions of a 5-star restaurant. To him, Denny's can be 5-star.
You're right. Listen, Denny's is still good, though.
Listen, there are 5 letters in Denny's, isn't it? Or 6? I don't know. My math might be off. I'm just saying. Whatever.
I took her to
Come on, you
Denny's.
taking pictures? I ain't got no lashes on. Let me put my glasses back. Start over.
So, why the reality TV show Together? How did that come to be?
I will say this. He does not leave my side, so there's no way. He's like, first of all, I was going to do a dating show. That was wrapped because there's no such thing.
We found each other.
Yeah, we found each other. We found love. There's no dating show. But I wanted still to do something in television because I already had this greenlit project and he had a greenlit project. So we just decided to do it together. And we're like, you know what? Let's derive it around our world, our life, what we're doing. and everything still will follow through as far as what he's doing with his music and his people, what I'm doing in my life, and how's the dating world going, and it just evolved to that.
Music, the landscape of music is changing. People, a lot of people say that, over a decade ago, maybe even 15 years ago, it started with Chance the Rapper. People began to see a considerable amount of success with independent artists and being able to really make money as an indie artist. You could make a lot of money without being signed to a major label. Mm-hmm. Why is ownership so important now more than ever before?
Ownership is more important. It's so important is because you get to own something. Like, you get to create and drop projects when you want to drop them.
You don't have to wait for permission.
You don't have to work for anybody. And like us being black and started our own culture because we starting to take our culture back. We thought that we built this hip hop culture, but we really didn't. And people don't understand this. Like, we buying our block back. You get what I'm saying? We buying what we started and we created. Mm-hmm. And other people capitalize off of us, or how we wear, how we talk, how we dress, how we look, hairstyles and everything like that. And they outsmarted us by saying, we're going to give you upfront money to do certain things. But then it's like they put you in a slave mentality. You can't do nothing without them. You can't have permission. So now everybody's like, fuck this shit. Let's do it on our own.
And it's so important, too, to have ownership because then you have total creative control. You get to put out the perception of your image the way you would like. And on top of that, you get the money, the bankroll. People feel like, but I don't have the money to make the money. But now with social media and things like that, it doesn't take that much. All it takes is a viral moment. It takes I would say the same support that the supporters would give if you had the bankroll. No, you just need to make sure you have those supporters that's there.
Basically, we woke up and we realized that Instagram, social media platforms are
the driving point.
It's the driving point. So if you can get people to buy into you, they will buy into your music.
Right. You don't need a label to have them to buy you into you anymore.
Remember, it used to be
the
other way around.
The same thing with television. People feel like, I wanna be on these shows, but they don't realize, what about, I want to produce these shows, I want to write these shows and write my character how I want it to be perceived. Instead of working for them, own your show and license it to these networks. And that's the beautiful thing about these streaming platforms now. You don't have to work for the cable companies and the networks like VH1 and BET and Bravo and all those stuff. They're not giving you what you would get from these streaming platforms. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? With our show, we own the intellectual property. So if we wanted to, 2 years from now, we could put it on a whole other platform. We're not just stuck in one space. Caesar from Black Ink said he made them millions of dollars and he got pennies.
Billions.
He got pennies. So it's like, why we gotta be smarter. I understand they try to make it seem like, you won't get these opportunities without doing this, but that's not true. All you have to do is work hard and keep knocking on them doors and keep posting and doing these things to get where you need to get. But a lot of people are lazy in this business and they expect things to just come to them instead of putting in that work. Having a good support system and a good team that's willing to also bat for you and say, I'm going to rock and ride or die for you until that paycheck comes in. Because you know why? I do it because I believe in it. I do it because I believe in you. And I do it because I know it's going to happen. And then those same people that's been around rocking and riding and dying for you for nothing is going to reap and see the benefits. You see what I'm saying?
And I think
Absolutely.
a lot of things changed too, especially since since COVID. You know how like the artists that was signed, or
They're not eating the way they thought
wasn't
they
eating, right? In COVID. So basically the independent artists showed them like, shit, I can still put out music, I can still do this, I can still do like online concerts, and they start winning.
Yeah.
And then everybody is taking it. That's why, like you said, Chance the Rapper.
Made the way. He paved the way to show that it's possible.
No, but people forget about Master P did it.
Yeah.
Nelly did it. Ludacris did it. They did it, but then they got tricked into signing these big contracts because people came with millions and millions and hundreds of millions of dollars for them.
Right.
Instead of them just doing it the way they... Master P would be a lot bigger and more successful if he would have just stayed doing what he did from the beginning.
Do you worry about, as a couple, as a young black couple on reality TV, are you concerned with comparisons in a reality black couple on TV? Are you concerned with comparisons to the Krishans and Bluefaces and the, Rob and Black Chinas?
No, see, you have to understand that what we gave was our life. Like,
honestly, a lot of it is all real.
Yeah.
And so
it's scripted. Their reality TV shows is scripted.
Ours was
Ours
not.
wasn't.
And that's the difference. And we're not afraid, to answer your question, we're not afraid of the comparisons because there's no comparison. There's no comparison. The reason being, if I got to bail him out tomorrow based off of something that happened on an episode, I'm going to do that. Because we keeping it raw and uncut. And it's so raw and uncut. You can see that it's raw and uncut because the camera is like, whoa, hold up, let me catch this. Like, you can see that. It's not like it was set so they knew, oh, this is about to happen. It's not. We don't know what's going to happen. Our days go crazy all the time.
Like, the way that we actually edited, we made it seem like it was like a episode, but it was like real
clips that we took from our lives. And we just had to.
We just fought through it because after we filmed and the camera stopped, we argue, we fight, we do this and stuff like that. But then
it's real.
It was real.
It's real. So we're not afraid of the comparisons. We're actually better than that. You know what I'm saying? We're better.
I'm so glad that you said that it was real and uncut because I got a real and uncut question for you. 2 days ago, it was reported that Diddy, and let me make sure this is on, was being sued again by a producer that worked on his latest album, the Love album, which was nominated for a Grammy Award for $30 million for sexual assault. There were several claims that were made. Those claims came with, allegedly, in the lawsuit, evidence. Some of the evidence was consistent with additional claims that came out having to do with sex parties. We've all heard the claims by now. You'd have to be under a rock not to hear those claims.
Right.
As a, artist and producer who has collaborated with virtually everybody in the hip-hop game, almost pretty much everybody in the hip-hop game who has a name themselves. What are your thoughts on that? I'm not asking you to confirm or deny anything, but I just want to know, what are your opinions on that? And
see, the thing is all you have to have integrity. Because certain people would go against their morals to get something done, and then when they get it done, then they want to have backlash or against the person. But you took that opportunity, whatever, doing what you needed to do to get that opportunity, so you can't really blast that person because it just didn't go your way. You
What do
know
you
what I'm
mean?
saying?
It is what it is, but it happened.
It happened, but he didn't say it when he was doing the process.
It can go either way.
No, you know.
It can go either way because that's basically saying what I'm saying. Like, it's unfortunate that you have to do these things in this business to make a
Not
end
in music. Music is totally different.
Yes, in music. Yes, in music.
No.
In music and film and everything, people do things that they don't really want to do.
Thank you.
People do what they really don't want to do to make it ahead in this game, and it's unfortunate that people use their power to get what they want out of people.
But
you know?
what I'm saying is, if they...
It's not like he raped him. He did it on his own free will.
Yeah, but
it's unfortunate.
But you can't sue somebody. You can talk about the situation, but if you took the opportunity, how can you go back? That's double jeopardy. That's
I don't know. But
did he know that the opportunity, which was producing songs on an album, would come with
sexual offenses?
Absolutely.
Allegedly? None of us are saying either or, that they did, and none of us are saying that they didn't.
No.
And I'm not asking you to confirm or deny. I'm not trying to get you in any trouble, but I'm just asking, did the producer, when he took the opportunity to produce songs, which is what he was hired to do,
God,
could he have known
Let me finish this.
No, I know. But
in advance that is what would have come with it?
But
Right.
everybody knows when you work with Diddy, that's gonna come with it. Either
Oh,
way.
Lord have mercy.
No, it is. It's true. You can't sit there and say like, "Oh, I'm gonna work with Diddy," and you know his back history.
You high.
No, I'm telling you.
No, he's actually not. He's telling the facts, okay?
No. So-
I believe everything that a lot of these people are saying. I love Diddy, and he's a great guy, but
He liked to dibble and dabble.
he likes to dibble and dabble, and it's a fact. It's a known fact in this business. It's no secret. He does have those sex parties. He does do those things.
Yeah.
Have y'all been to any of them?
Yes.
Y'all have been to the parties?
Yeah.
Cannon has witnessed him fucking a man.
Yeah.
Who?
He fucked Carl Winslow.
Carl Winslow?
Yeah, and then
The
Diddy.
family matters, man.
Yeah, Diddy told me afterwards, he was like, there's nothing more powerful than making a man do something that he need money for.
But against his will.
I swear to God.
Off the record.
No, it's not off the record.
Oh my God.
That motherfucker's still on the record.
So, anywho,
But-
a lot of people like to do that, and that's why even I said, listen, I'm not saying I did anything against my will when I worked on Zeus, because I know, but I really wish I didn't have to do that. It's unfortunate that you got to do certain things in this business to get ahead.
And that is so true, Queen. But wait 1 minute.
Oh, he's trying to get over that whole Carl Winslow thing.
Because I'm trying to figure out if it's this blueberry thing he just dropped off or what. What party was this at that he said this?
His birthday party.
Quesadillas, madam?
Yes, thank you.
I got it. Hot plate. The pineapple
Okay.
out there is careful.
Thank you.
How many years ago was this?
It was like 4 years ago.
4 years ago. And he told you this directly?
No, because I thought he was fucking a girl in a room.
You heard the noise.
And so me always being goofy and shit like that, I kicked in the door like boom. And now I look, I'm like, oh okay, this is not what I want to see. And I seen Carl Winslow head pop up. I said, oh shit.
And it was it was the actor who plays Carl Winslow.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, you just got a bomb drop.
So, how many parties have you personally been to of his?
I've been to quite a few.
You've been to quite a few Diddy
Quite
parties?
a few.
Were you over 18 when you were at them?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Y'all not about to get me caught up in nothing. But yeah, I've been to it, and I will say, everybody has a good old time up in there in these parties, and a lot of them, they make sure to take your phone even at Jamie Foxx's, you've been, I don't know if you've been a couple of Jamie Foxx's, they make sure to check your phone at the door and put it like in a thing, because they don't really want you taking video or having proof of anything that's going on in the house.
Right. Yeah, no, that is true. That is definitely true. Dang.
Yeah. So back to your question, I believe everything that man is saying, but I don't believe he's owed any money.
You don't think he's owed any money?
No, because he did it on his own free will.
He did it on his own?
That's like me going trying to sue Zeus for all that I've been through, trying to get on a show. No, I knew what I was doing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm going to speak my truth. He has every right to speak his truth. Thank you.
You want some music?
Yeah, why not? Shit, you make me feel guilty now.
Child, don't feel guilty.
No, but
don't feel guilty.
He has
about
the right to.
child.
He has the right
You
to.
done told me about the Carl Winston.
All the
Uncle
tape.
Carl.
All the dirt.
Uncle Carl.
He said, not Uncle Carl.
Uncle Carl.
Yeah, Uncle Carl.
Well, Harry must feel like crap.
They only give me 2 shrimp.
Baby.
He messed up about that shrimp.
3 more.
3 more? Sure.
Yeah, thank you.
You don't give a damn about Carl.
Baby, he talking to
What
you.
did he say?
So, but now, sir, what was on your mind when Uncle Carl pass him the fry? Now, what was on your mind when you saw Uncle Carl bent over like that? Just like he was praying down to the church house at the Kojic convention.
Nah, it was just like,
Laid up.
you know how like you watching somebody from when you were a kid growing up.
It
watching
ruined
this-
his whole childhood.
Like,
memory.
no.
Because we all used to love TGIF. And thank you.
Cucumber mashed potatoes, very hot.
Thank you.
No, it's just different with Diddy. Diddy like to have a good time.
This is fire.
What was it like the first time you went?
Well, the parties was lit. I ain't gonna freaking lie to you. Now,
Okay.
Diddy know how to throw a party. Like everything is 5-star. Everything is catered. Music is always jumping. The people's always in good spirits. That's just what it is.
There's a lot of drugs and different sexual activities that you not signed up to be. Like the Dwight Howard thing, where the nigga was like, the dude that he asked to come up to the room. He was like, Dwight Howard was like, nigga, I asked you to come up and you knew why you was coming up. But then he was like, nigga, but you brought a nigga that was dressed up in a different suit. What was the dude dressed up like? And they was like, you can't spring things up on people. And that's what Diddy do. He'll get you in a room or whatever, and like you thinking it's just gonna be just Diddy, but it would be Diddy and other people. You get what I'm saying?
Right. Well, in this new lawsuit, the guy alleged that, or they were saying on social media that the guy was forced to watch a sex tape. And in the sex tape, it was 2 men having sex, and one of the men was Stevie J. It turned out not to be Stevie J.
It wasn't him. Which kind of messes up him, because now it takes away from his credibility of what he's saying, because now he's not saying the right thing. So they're trying to now use that as a credibility issue. But nonetheless, whether he thought it was Jesus Christ or Santa Claus, it still happened.
Right.
He still watched the video.
Right. Right.
So, nonetheless, it is what it is.
You can't just surprise people.
That's true. That's the thing.
Do you agree, especially as a woman, that people in this industry use their power to
Get what they want?
Yes.
Absolutely. 110%. It's been going on for ages.
Do you think that Diddy is one of those people?
Of course. Are you kidding me? Absolutely.
Okay.
If you know you can have a man do what, like he's told Cannon, right? He told Cannon the best feeling is having a man do something against what they would never ever do. That's the greatest power. Are you kidding me? When you're exposed to doing and able to do whatever the hell you want, it's like you want to do some more. They want to do more.
Just like R. Kelly, he got away with it for years. He was in.
I don't know. I think Diddy is worse than R. Kelly.
You do?
I think Diddy is worse than R. Kelly. I'm sorry. Using your power to get what you want, I think it takes the key.
R. Kelly did the same thing, but he did it to minors.
Yeah, but he did it not as much. Diddy did it way more.
No, he had a shitload of people.
I don't know. It's a lot.
If you had 1, 2, 3, I mean, Russell Simmons is that type of nigga.
Oh Lord.
He married a 15-year-old.
Yeah. The one greatest thing I can say is I can sleep well at night because I have done nothing wrong to anyone and I live my life in my truth. And whether you like it or not, that's just what it is. And good, bad, or ugly, I can live and sleep peacefully because I live in my truth.
Early on, she mentioned that you made her feel protected, you were consistent, and persistent as well. What were some of the qualities that attracted you to her and have continued to keep you around?
Her positivity. She was always positive, and she always, like from day one, I wake up with a good morning text and how you doing? I hope you have a blessed day, and be more positive. And she just continued to do that every single day after we met.
Okay.
And then it's like she looked for nothing.
Okay.
You know, some women have different motives on like what they want, and hers was just like, I just want to just get to know you, and then eventually like we fell in love, and it just continued. It just like every day we learn from each other. Like I've learned, like when she talks or you give her a question and she answers, and I just be quiet.
He knows when to hush.
She still hasn't learned that.
He knows when to hush.
She haven't learned when I'm talking to be quiet.
Yeah, okay. Hence, he has a strong black woman as his wife. And he has learned when to just let me lead. And I learned when to let him lead. And that's what it's about, having a good line of communication and understanding your partner. When you can understand that, you'll be a power couple.
And you two seem to understand each other very well. What's that one thing, if you could pinpoint just one thing, that makes the two of you, that you would say is the thing that makes the two of you, like that one element that stands out that people kind of look up to?
We don't give a fuck. So we're going to speak our mind.
Unapologetic.
Yeah.
So you're unapologetic about who you are.
Thank you for cleaning that up, James.
Yeah, I got you.
He can't say we don't give a fuck in the interview, baby.
You're not going to be able to say
Okay,
that.
but
He's definitely unapologetic.
But it means you don't give a fuck. Like,
Right.
really, that was it.
Yes.
You know?
Absolutely.
I'm with you on that.
Definitely unapologetic.
Okay.
And
Because you did say, if I'm going to have to bail them out, I'm going to have to bail them
have
out.
to do that. But the one
Because you never know.
I would also say, he says unapologetic. I say we always want the best for each other.
no, but
We always, like, can I finish?
we talking about people.
You see, you just told me not to cut you off, right? What people see is that we always want the best. He always makes sure I'm good, and I always make sure
Thank
he's
you
good.
so much.
When you realize it and you watch the show, thank you. He was waiting for that to eat with that little piece right there. He wasn't playing about them shrimp.
He got his shrimp. That's good.
Uh-huh.
He ain't appreciate
See how
the two
he's
shrimp he
you see how he
got.
be eating so ghetto? I said I gotta teach him manners. I'm still working on it.